What is going on, guys? It's Trevor from TradeBlog HD here, and today I'm actually going to be reviewing this bad boy, the Sourcingbay laser keyboard. I've been playing with it for about a week now, so I've got like pretty much like a rough idea of how great this thing works. So yeah, I'm just going to do like a quick review on it. Hope you guys like it. So guys, to set the device up on an Apple device like an iPad or iPhone, all you have to do, you just have to hold the power button, which is on the side here. So I'll just hold that on until the big red light comes on. Alright, I'm just going to put this on the side for now, because what that does, that activates the Bluetooth on the device. And all you do, in your settings on your iPad or iPhone, or whichever one you're using, I'll just zoom in a little bit on that one. Just give me 1 sec, there we go. Just go on your Bluetooth, alright, and you will search for devices, and it should find the keyboard. So I'm going to select keyboard, laser keyboard, and it should connect automatically. This is for a person who's setting it up for the first time ever, so that's it. That's how you get it linked to your iPad or iPhone or whatever. Now, to set it up on an Android device, all you have to do, you just have to go into your settings like you do. So just go in your settings, then go into Bluetooth, wherever your Bluetooth settings will be on your Android device. So just go in your Bluetooth and search for the device. Alright, make sure your Bluetooth is switched on. But yeah, just search for the device. I've already got mine there because I've already used it before. Then you just pair it up with whatever Android device you're using. But the good thing about using this device on an Android is that it gives you a lot more options than you will get on an Apple, for example, Apple device like an iPad or iPhone. So guys, once you've managed to get your phone connected to the Sourcingbay keyboard, laser keyboard I should mention, once you've managed to get it connected via Bluetooth, you should be able to do pretty much anything, especially with Android devices. It doesn't matter if it's a Samsung, Sony, whatever. As long as it's Android, you can do pretty much anything. You're ready to go. And this also includes unlocking your phone. Believe it or not, you can actually unlock your phone with this laser keyboard. I mean, I've got mine connected already, so if I was to try to get the screen unlocked here, if I press enter, let's get it unlocked. Press enter, it should unlock my screen. It's as simple, guys, okay? That's how you unlock your phone. You know, you can get it unlocked if you've got password, if you've got numbers, because it does have numbers at the top. You can actually unlock your phone, and as you can tell from what I'm doing now, I'm pretty much controlling my phone with all the arrow buttons that you get on the keyboard, which is pretty neat if you enjoy that kind of stuff. I'll zoom in here onto my phone a bit so you can see me actually controlling my phone with those arrow buttons. If I do it one more time, as you can tell, I am actually using the arrow buttons to navigate around my phone, which I think is pretty neat. You know, it's a pretty neat thing to do. You know, you can rest assured to know that you'll be able to navigate your phone with the keyboard itself, which is, again, like I said, it's pretty neat. It's a really neat feature to have. You can also use the tab button right here if you want to do the exact same thing. You can switch through a lot of things, but with what the tab buttons allows you to do, it allows you to go at the bottom row of icons. So if you want to go into apps, you press tab a few times, you end up on apps, you press enter, it opens the app drawer. So yeah, the tab button gives you more options. Okay, it takes you to a lot more places than the arrow button would take you. And to get away from wherever you are, you've got the escape button right here. You just press the escape button and it takes you back. It takes you back one step back. It's kind of like pressing this back button right here on the screen. If I can get a hold of it. Oh, I can't see it, but yeah, it's kind of like pressing that back button right there, which takes you one step behind. So that's what the escape button is there for. The great thing about this is that it also supports multi-touch, which is incredible. You can, for example, let's say I want to type something. Let me zoom in first. Let's zoom in onto the phone here. Just give me 1 second. Let me just zoom in a bit more. There we go. And let's say I want to type in something in capital letters. Like, let's say we just want to type in Google in capital letters. I hold the shift button, press the letter G. That comes in the capital letter G. So O-O-L-E. See, that's Google in capital letters, which is, again, pretty neat. You know, it's supposed to multitouch, and you can even do Control-Alt-Delete. But if you do that, it will restart your Android phone, so there's no point of doing that. I kind of spelled Google wrong, but oh well, who cares? You get the idea, okay? Now, the other cool thing that you actually have on this keyboard is the fact that you can actually get a mouse going on the keyboard. Alright, and all it is to get it up, you've got a thin button right here that you hold, then you press the mouse cursor. It will be like that, okay? And after that happens, if I was to zoom in on the mobile phone, let's zoom in a bit more, and I start moving my finger, as you can see, I actually get a mouse cursor right there that I can control with my finger, and it works pretty well. I mean, it's a bit slow to respond. The way it responds, it's a little bit slow, but it's not something that will put you off or anything like that. And it's pretty handy because it works, like I said, you know, it works pretty well. And it also allows you to do things like use 2 fingers to scroll up and down on the screen while the cursor is there. So if I was to use 2 fingers, if I was to zoom back out a bit, let's zoom back out a bit, okay, and use 2 fingers to scroll, as you can, let me use this hand actually. As you can tell, there you go, you can scroll up and down using 2 fingers. And again, it works pretty well. It's pretty responsive. It's really, really responsive. So again, it's a really, really neat feature to have on here that can come in handy. You never know when you might need it, but the fact that it works so well kind of makes it a bonus. But yeah, that's there as well. And again, to select things, you just go on whatever link you want to go on. Like let's say I just gone on Google right here. Again, let me zoom in on the Google link. So again, here's the mouse. If I go on the Google link and I just want to select Google, it's just one tap. I just tap the table once and it should go to Google. But obviously here it's asking me which browser I want to use, so I'm just going to select internet. I'm not going to use Chrome today. I'll just select internet. Again, if you double click it, it will open it, but if I want to select more options on here, I can either select always or just once, but I'm going to double click it because I want to have the options. So double click and it should open Google on there. So it's pretty nifty, it's a pretty cool trick to have on there as well. So yeah, that's another way to use the keyboard. Another cool thing you'll be able to do with the mouse activated is that you'll be able to scroll through things using, you know, the 2 finger gestures that we were using before. As you can tell, like I'm doing now, I'm scrolling through my home page using the 2 finger gestures, which is pretty cool. It doesn't work as well as you'd want it to work, and it doesn't work every time you try it, but the fact that it's there, you know, again, like I said, it's not the best way of doing it, but the fact that it's there, it kind of makes it a bit alright, you know, because it's fun to use whenever it actually does decide to work properly. And as you can tell from my club card, I can scroll up and down on my club cards using my fingers, doing the 2 finger gesture scrolling, which is pretty cool. Now, to get out of the mouse mode, you know, where you've got the mouse controlling your screen, to get out of that mode, again, you just do the same thing. You just press on the FN button and press the cursor. My mistake. Press the cursor. There we go, and the keyboard should light up. But from here, I can pretty much start typing again and use the arrow buttons to control. And what I want to do, I want to start typing. So let's start typing something. So let's say hello YouTube. So hello YouTube. There we go. So as you can tell, I made sure the writing is pretty large. As you can tell, it got it pretty well. It's not the fastest way to type, that's for sure. It's definitely not the fastest way to type, but it works. And you can even hold down the button and do delete everything straight away. Again, it works. You know, all the other function buttons, they actually work. You know, cap locks, supposed to press cap locks and start typing. Again, let's write the same lines. Hello YouTube. There you go. So for example, let's just type a sentence. Okay, so let's do it. Hello space, my name is Trevor. Oops, my mistake. Trey B. There we go. So I just typed that. Again, not the fastest typos because I'm pretty slow at typing naturally, even on my computers I'm really slow at typing. But it works, you know, and the delete button actually works. You know, you can use it to delete things. Again, if you hold it down, it will delete whatever you've typed on there. So the keyboard itself, if you're gonna use the keyboard itself just to type, you're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be quite fun to actually use it. But if you're gonna be using things like the mouse and everything else, they're you're gonna struggle a little bit. They're not quite there yet. They're there, but they're not quite there yet. You know, they're not as responsive as you'd want them to be, if you get what I'm trying to say. But the keyboard itself, on its own, it works really, really well. So guys, overall, what do I think of the keyboard? I think if you're gonna be using it just mainly for typing, if you've got a product like an Apple product, like an iPad, that does not allow you to use it as, you know, to have the key mouse running on there, to have any extra fiddly things happening on the phone or device or iPad or tablet or whatever, if you're gonna use it just mainly for typing, then you're gonna have a lot of fun with this device. It's gonna work pretty well. If you're gonna be using it for everything else, however, like using it as a key mouse and whatnot, you're gonna struggle a little bit to get a hang of it. You will get a hang of it eventually, but yeah, it's gonna take you a bit of a learning curve. And once you get there, though, you will enjoy it. You know, like I said, it's really fun to use. But again, it all comes down to personal preference. Personally, I like it, and I will actually be using it quite a lot more often, and I have been taking it around with me. The battery life on it is pretty good. I get about, I don't know, I'll say about 3 hours worth of battery time on it. You know, after charging it for like an hour or so, I get about 3 hours of usage, you know, constant usage of it without it going off on me like randomly. So that's pretty nifty, you know, it's pretty good, you know, because considering I'm not going to be typing for over 3 hours, you know, straight. But again, like I said, the fact that it can last you that long, you know, it's pretty cool. The device itself, though, it's still work in progress. It's kind of like Google now, you know, it's great, but it's still work in progress. You know, you can definitely say, okay, there's a lot that can be improved on here, but the potential is there. And the potential in these things is pretty massive, and I love it. Even most people that I've shown this device to, quite a few people were asking me like, wait, where do we get this device from? It's great, I want one, I want one, I want one. And I don't blame them, you know, I mean, I don't blame them. It's really fun to use, and it works, you know, for typing and stuff. It actually works. I wrote pretty much a whole page with this keyboard on the iPad because I had some assignments to do. On an iPad, I did a whole assignment, whole page, not a whole assignment, but like a whole page, you know, a whole A4 page, you know, using font size 12 or Arial size 12. And it worked pretty well, you know, it was fun to do it. And like I said, guys, it's a great product to have, but it's definitely work in progress. It's definitely gonna improve and improve even more. But for now, like I said, for me, I'm definitely gonna be getting myself one of these devices, because this one I'm gonna be doing a giveaway on this device. Whoever the lucky winner is gonna be, you know, you're gonna be getting the device. And so yeah, so if you want, just leave a comment down below, and make sure you're following us on Twitter, because that's where I will be announcing the winner, like I always do. So the Twitter will be in the link below. So yeah, you can click on it and follow us on Twitter. And like I said, I will be messaging whoever wins it, and I will be sending it to you. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Again, you will be getting it. So guys, that was my take on the Sourcingbay keyboard, you know, laser keyboard. Great little device to have, you know, I mean, definitely fun to play around with. But if you're thinking of getting one, I say get one. I personally, I would say get one and play around with it. Don't expect it to be perfect, like I said, but you will enjoy it. So anyways, guys, I'm out, y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed this review, and hopefully you have a great time. I'm out. Peace.